Hello, everyone, and welcome to Avini Vibes. We're so happy and excited that you're here tonight. If you're a guest, kudos to you that you've taken the time to join us. We're very, very thrilled because it's always a special night at Avini Vibes. We're here to learn, we're here to educate, and we're here always to hear from the most incredible people. You know what I find in Avini? It attracts really, really smart people. I think Chip Littlejohn said that, and Chip so happens to always join us to help us as well answer some questions. Tonight's format's going to be a little different. We try to keep this under an hour, definitely under an hour. If you have questions, you can raise your hand and we'll try to get to them. But tonight's going to be a little different because something very exciting happened today. You all received an email in your inbox and you're going to pay attention to it. We're fortunate tonight to not only have Tony Abeta with us as a guest, but we have Michael Pollock who's going to spend some time with us and speak to us about that email that you received and how we're going to handle that and just all good stuff, always good stuff. So welcome again. And again, we do not make any medical claims. We don't diagnose or we don't treat. We're here to learn, listen, and always share. So with that said, I want to invite you to the floor, Tony Marie Abeta. Hey, she's all the way here from West Coast. And Tony, we're so grateful that you've joined us this evening. We want to hear from you because I know one thing about you, although I've met you in person a few times, that you're really wonderful at what you do. You know, you put forth 1,000% effort and you know how to share from your heart and really take people under your wing. So Tony, why don't you just join us and tell us a little bit about your background and why you're involved with Avini and what you'd like to share tonight. So welcome, Tony.
Thank you so much, Christine. It's an honor to be invited to Avini Vibes. This is the cool place. It's like, you know what? Everybody has the cool place on campus. This is it. This is it. So thank you so much. I love our company. I love Avini and the format. Let's see. Kyle Helm said and taught all of us to just wing it. So let's see how we do. Back Lord help you. Lord help everyone. All right. So my background actually started a little bit different. I had a technical bend in high school and was aiming a certain direction and in electronics and completed that. Went to work for a company that was a government subcontractor. And while that appeased my brain for technical and feeling like I was doing things that my father used to do in the military, a lot of people in my company in our closed building ended up being sick. About a third of our employees ended up with really scary challenges because there was a lot of radiation bouncing off the walls. And when the opportunity came to leave that, I grabbed it to make an exit, and it led right into what my natural love was health and wellness. And at the same time, my mother was absolutely going to do what Kyle Helm's parents did, which was sign him up in a network marketing business, right? I was that daughter that didn't have a choice. They were going to include me no matter what. And it really was a blessing because you cannot help but get the bug if you understand that when you have something that changes people's lives and it also provides an opportunity for freedom, which that's my middle name. I absolutely believe in autonomy and freedom. And goodness sakes, my mom said, I want you, sweetheart, to be beholden to no one. And coming from a military family background and you march lockstep, it's really hard to be an individual, right? But a network marketing company gives you the freedom to do it your style, which also falls in line with the rules and regulations of a company. And I'm so fortunate to have found Avini, and actually Avini through the Lord above found me because I needed it. I really needed it. Isn't it something that in life we have situations, life takes a dangerous turn? I was already in the network marketing world. I kind of have a background of being a network marketing gypsy queen. And I've had some really wonderful experiences, including, I would say, at least 15 years of knowing Doug Dickey from another company. And we both were seasoned networkers. Both of us knew each other. And fast forward to about 2.5 years ago, Sharon Buller, my sponsor, reached out to me. She knew I was building another company. It was a Hail Mary of a company. It wasn't anything that I'm proud to proclaim, but it was new. I wanted to be on the forefront and I was building it. And we were running for Diamond, made it to Diamond. And Sharon said, Tony, you absolutely, with your background, have to look at this company. There's so many people you know here. And I said, Sharon, if you join mine, I'll join yours. It was a transactional agreement. There was no interest on my part other than to get a known networker into my current business. But the funny thing is she had the answer for my life, because what she didn't know was I was toxically poisoned at the time. I was cruising. I was ignoring the fact that I had been poisoned with some gasoline that I inhaled with a cute little sports car for 4 years. That medical condition didn't have an answer. You can't use chemicals to remove chemicals when it's changing cells. But I was moving forward. I didn't know that Avini was the answer until I was on the inside. Sometimes it happens that way, and it really did happen that way. So 3 months later, after I signed, my box is on the counter. You see a counter back here? That's where my box was, kind of like that. I was interested in the fiber because as a carnivore person, I thought, well, some fiber might be a good benefit. Let's try it. It was delicious. I loved it. When I looked at the container and I looked at the package I received it in, I noticed there were 3 co-founders, Neil Roth, Rick Deitch, and Doug Dickey. How could this man I knew 10, 15 years ago suddenly be a co-founder? I had to call him. He wasted no time in racing to Grand Junction, Colorado, which was and is my home at the current time, and spent 5 hours going over the cell defender technology. We closed the restaurant. He made it so fascinating. I was intrigued. I couldn't get over how amazing, with all the items in my tool bag for wellness and alternative wellness, I could not get over what he was describing. But the hook was that he knew I was a businesswoman. He knew I was, and he waited till the very next morning when we met for breakfast to throw me the comp plan, and it landed in my pancake syrup. That single sheet had sticky syrup on it, and I brushed the pancake syrup off and I read it from left to right, like we do. And it took a few moments, but I started putting together what these executive bonuses were looking like and what the volumes were to qualify. And I couldn't get over it. And I think I exclaimed what do you call them? An expurlative? I cussed. I cussed out loud. And because I couldn't get over, I said, is this what you pay? Is this how your comp plan works? And he was so proud and says, yes. I said, you got me. You got me. It didn't take long. He got on the phone immediately with Neil Roth. The dialogue with this man of such nobility and prestige, I was so impressed to be speaking to the CEO. That would be an explicit. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you. She's sending me notes, everyone. If you can't read them, she's sending me notes. All right. So getting to speak to the CEO right after speaking to at that time, our vice president, was just an honor. And it set a precedent for me to get busy because remember, I already had a diamond team. I had to absolutely get on the phone and let them know we were on the wrong ship. We were on the wrong ship. And it takes a lot inside to go to each person that had trusted you once and ask them to trust you again,
Sure
because
does.
maybe they don't want to, right? Or maybe they're tired. Maybe they spent a lot of money to be a founding partner and they just were exhausted. But the wonderful news is that with our networking, we can build on the friend integrity and the friend equity that we have and say, I'm telling you, what I see is worth it. And if you will trust me just one more time, I promise you, we will make back what you lost over here. And what I see going forward, you will be making in the thousands instead of in the 20s every month. It was that clear of a vision to see that. And so I'm honored that almost everyone but two came at that time. And one of the two is now with us now. You just have to go back and circle back. So that's a quick summation of how I landed at Avini. But my flag is planted. It is firmly planted. So I just feel so wonderful here. It's been 2.5 years of wonderment and miracles.
Well, Tony, that does take a lot of courage and a lot of faith, which I know you have, to make that big step. And many of us have, like you said, if you've been in other businesses, EQ, Eddie Kowalski came to me. He and I have been in 3 other businesses together, but same thing. And like we said, okay, this is the one. Because when we see it, like you saw it, we knew this is the one. Like many people here, if you're a guest here tonight, we're really grateful. And if you're not a networker, it's okay too, because what Tony's talking about, the most amazing products that we have. Tony, can you talk a little bit about, got a few more minutes, but can you speak a little bit about what you loved about the Cell Defender? For
Absolutely. No,
SEALs.
that's the tip of the spear. And as Chip Littlejohn will summarize here, the tip of the spear of Cell Defender, I didn't even know this technology existed. And I had wished during my alternative wellness part of my career that we had had it for the tool bag. It makes all the difference. It is the missing piece. I like to say that it is the force in the fingers to take the refrigerator magnet off the refrigerator. All right. If I'm confusing you, please give me 2 minutes to explain, right? Cell Defender does this wonderful job of removing heavy metals and other volatile items in our bloodstream and systemically through our bloodstream. And they do damage, and we don't want to live with those. And we want to be an optimum human being. And other methods of trying to remove them are very superficial and don't reach where Cell Defender reaches. And it's done by a proprietary method of what I love to say, a beautiful negative magnetic charge. And when I say that, I want to look for, do the tumblers click in their brain, right? How does something so small grab other things that are so small in the bloodstream? It's not going to happen with a foot bath. It's not going to happen just by sweating it out. That's just very superficial methylation. We want to actually get into the bloodstream with something that's proprietary, that's created by Rick Deitch. And he has this beautiful method of cleaning the zeolite, which we call cleanup, or it is clinuptilolite and trademarked detoxolite. But Rick, over 6 years, has created this proprietary process of cleaning out these beautiful God-made crystal substances, microlizing them down so tiny that they can get into our bloodstream through our mouth and into our circulatory system. They have this beautiful reimposed negative magnetic charge, which ironically our toxins and heavy metals have a strong positive magnetic charge. You absolutely have to have attraction. You have to have negative to positive attraction, and you have to have something that's going to carry it out. And when people talk to me about, well, Tony, I juice, I eat clean, I drink celery juice all the time, I remind them, Can you pour celery juice on a magnet on a refrigerator and actually get it to slide off? Can you get the magnet to come off the refrigerator if you throw a salad at it? There's no grab, there's no force. You need fingers and force. We've got fingers and force through a cage known as Cell Defender, and it's trapped in that cage. And there's our fingers. So I like to create that visual in their mind and watch the tumblers go click, click when we get it. And not everybody gets it first time, but when we do, like it took a long time for me. And the actual proof in the pudding for me is that while my situation was extremely dangerous, and I never go into how bad it was, but it was bad. It took Cell Defender to be able to carry those little carbon particles that were locked in my tissues. And in 2 weeks, I knew my brain was clearer, because I was not able to put a sentence together. And I don't know if it sounds like I can put a sentence together now.
You're doing great.
But I'm telling you, before, those who know me from 10 years ago know that my sentences were more like, uh, yeah. And it took a while to get things rolling because something was sitting where my thoughts should be and it wasn't articulating. And now I love that fast synaptic response. I love it. And Cell Defender, I give the credit to for just simply removing those things that were impeding my ability to speak. And if we aren't able to communicate, how are we able to share? Right? So, yes, and we share from our hearts. And that's one of my other favorite things about Avini is we're here with our friends. And I have to speak on this part of the business, please. One of the reasons I was in such a hurry to make sure that the people that I love and had loved for years, that had trusted me for years, we had always been in companies that they were in a position that was at a disadvantage, a financial disadvantage. And that wasn't fair. Why would we ever want to put our friends in a position that gave them less of a chance than the one I wanted? With Avini, we can give everyone the same chance to succeed because everything is equal and fair. We're all starting at an equal level. There is no advantage, there's no power leg, there's nothing like that. It is fair and equitable, and we're able to, again, use just our hearts and friendship equity to help share. And I do both. I'm looking to both help people who have a need in their bodies, but I'm also looking for people who see the vision and understand business. I want both. So please understand, in my world, it is definitely I want to run with the runners and I want to help who needs help. And I don't know, is that
That's
it?
perfect. I mean, thank you so much for sharing that. No, it's great. You share from the heart, you share from experience, and you share from wisdom and knowledge too. And you're all about, I know you helping people first. Like you said, whether it's for financial reasons, because of a great opportunity, for not all companies are great with great product and great leadership, right? So
Right,
it's
right.
leadership too. And speaking of leadership, I don't know if Neil Roth, our CEO, is on, but if he is, I don't see him. Our screen, we got a lot of guests on tonight, a lot of people on tonight. If Neil, you're here, you can go ahead and unmute. I know you may want, you possibly were going to join us tonight. And
Can
if
I,
tonight,
oh, Christine, can I just make one comment? Because I did
oh,
want to say,
absolutely. Please.
how do you move quickly? How do you take your business and move quickly? Have Neil tell you to do it.
Yes. Yes, have Neil tell you to do it. And yeah, and we always all have this internal, whatever it might be, your inspiration. And I know from this team here, Carol and I are excited, Eddie and I are excited. We're almost hit 2 years of Avini Vibes coming up in August. And if Neil's not on, he's coming back for that, I hope, because we want him to be our guest that night to celebrate that with all of you as well. Thank you, Tony, so much for sharing. I guess if Neil's not going to join us, I know Michael's with us because I got a chance to speak to Michael tonight, and we have a pretty exciting news this evening. So, Tony, don't go anywhere though, okay? Because we want to let our guests ask you some questions maybe towards the end, okay? So, Michael
Got it.
Pollock, where are you? You want to come on and tell us what's happening, what's good, what's new and positive, and a little instruction for us, if you would. Michael Pollock is right in corporate headquarters at Avini. And where is Michael?
I'm here. Can you guys hear me okay?
Now we can see you and hear you. So welcome, Michael.
Well, thank you guys for having me today. I'm sure you guys got exciting news and have already started logging into the new website and app and all that good stuff. We've been working on this for over 6 months. So I know sometimes a launch just seems like it just came out of thin air, but we've been working on it for like past 6 months, and all of our staff have been up for 48 plus hours with making sure that the migration goes good. So we're all a little bit tired. For everybody that in here, and we're all in the corporate office and the Boca Raton this week. So please be patient with us. We are fixing any little tiny issues that you guys have. But today I didn't want to go into like a huge training. I just kind of wanted to give you guys the highlights. I will follow up. I'm going to do a corporate training on the new website, getting into the app and really doing a deep dive on everything. But today I just kind of wanted to give you guys an overview to what was changed and things that you may or may not know that were changed. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And so we're going to take a look at the website to start with and give you guys a little bit background. So does everybody see my screen okay? Perfect. All right, when you come to the website now, it's going to be a little bit different view. It's a lot cleaner. It looks more like your traditional e-commerce websites. We're always going to have the banner with the latest details. But as we come down to the home page, we're going to highlight the 3 products. Usually it's always going to be Cell Defender, and anytime we have new products, they're going to be in this main section, okay? And so they can click order now and it will take them to the product section. They can see those specific things because we're trying to highlight the new products here. So I have my kid with me in Boca Raton today. And he's laughing. And then coming down, we have the visual of all the products that Avini provides. And what's nice about this, if we were to click on view all products, now you guys get a very, very nice layout of all the products that we have and videos and where they can shop. So they kind of get as you can see, it's a lot cleaner than what we had before. Some of the other things that are going to be changed a little bit different. If you look at the menu, the product menu is laid out a little bit nicer. And one of the things that we have done to make it easier for people is no longer are you going to have like a whole list of like chocolate canister, lemonade canister. We're going to try to make this easier for everybody. So the way, if we were to look at Term Science canister, for instance, so let me move this around, you now have the ability to click which flavor you want. So it gives it a cleaner perspective for people who are looking at it and lets them know that we have multiple flavors in a particular product. You also are able to do ordering right now or add it to your auto ship for the following month. So all that is available, and all the pictures down here update as you go through the different type of ingredients. We also have all the videos on each one of the products. And so yeah, so it's laid out a lot nicer. Now, one of the things that I wanted to show you is to log in, okay? You guys, everybody has to change their passwords. Unfortunately, with the migration, because of security, we are not able to just take your passwords that you had and move it over. We have to re-encrypt it, and there's this whole thing behind it. But it's really simple to change your password for the first time. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on this little guy. It's going to take you to the login page, and all you have to do is click Forgot Password. Now we sent an email out that already had the link in it. If you click on the link, it'll take you directly to this page. You don't have to worry about coming to this page. But if you are going there for the first time and you wanted to reset your password, that's how you would do it. So you would put your password in here, or your email. I'll put my test one. And then you would just click send reset link. And then that's going to give you, it's going to send you an email, and it's going to have a link that you click on and it'll let you change your password. It's as simple as that. Now, to log in, you just come back to the little guy here. We're going to click sign in. And you're going to be loaded, you're going to be presented with your profile page. So here is where you're going to be able to manage your orders, your auto ships, see your information, your saved cards, and the access to the back office. Now, what's really cool about this new website is you guys don't have to, for those that are retail customers or customers that are just visiting, you're just going to have access to order from the website. Our distributors used to have to go to the back office to order. No longer is there two separate ordering areas. Everybody can order, everybody will order from this website. So it makes it easy and simple to manage everything. It's the same look and feel from a customer to a distributor. So there's less training that you have to give them, but also makes it easier on you to manage all these different things. Now, this is a blank account, so it's just really just kind of for testing purposes because I wanted to show you. But at a very simple level, you can manage all your auto ships directly from here, okay? Another nice thing about this that I'll go through really quick. Let me actually log out so I can show you. By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed, it changed it from the person I was logged into to the enroller. We are changing that, and it's going to default to your personal account. But if you guys are saying, oh, well, why did it go to somebody else? It's because we're still doing some of the migration in the background. So those are just little things that we'll be able to fix. But let me talk about joining now. So if we're going to come here, we're going to start joining. When we do a test account. Oh. Okay. I'm just going to fill in fake information for now. Okay, so I guess we have to put an address too. Just put in another address. So they have to agree to the policies and procedures first. So that way they know what the rules are, right? As far as becoming a distributor. Let me put in a phone number. So once we add our products, they're going to have all the display of products. We're looking at taking out some of the swag to just keep the products there as well. But when you do continue, now they get to pick their auto ship. This is what's really cool. So everything is in pieces and it's easy to understand. Activation packs, add more products. Now, this is where you can explain to them the power of auto ships. Now, here's what's cool, what we've added. So we can add auto ships for the following month, right? Because we're the 1st through 11th. Now, let's just say I decide I want to continue and I don't want to do auto ships. Well, now you're going to get a prompt that tells you, are you sure? Auto ships, you get 20% reward points. So for people that you're enrolling, as long as you're there and you're showing them, hey, you're missing out, it's going to remember the person that's enrolling them, but also the person that's going through the process to really understand that this is something that is really going to help them. So before they click continue, now we can go back, or we can say continue with auto ship. So let's just go back and let's add this to the cart for the auto ship. And then we come down and we continue. So now you're going to see everything light out very nicely. You're going to see, okay, well, here's the activation pack. Here's the products that I added. You can see that it says auto order, which means it's your auto ship. And then you can complete your enrollment. Now, when we come down to here, it's going to preview all your information. It'll show you, So before, you guys used to have to click on a shipping thing to see all your shipping options. Now it's all laid out right in front of you. So you can easily see what the prices are. There's no guessing. It's right there in your face. And then you have your summary and your cart total. So there's no surprises here, right? You can see what the taxes, the shipping. I'm in Nevada, so that's why I have taxes. But everybody else doesn't have taxes for the most part. And then you have your card that you can enter your information, you process payment. Now you are officially a distributor. So I hope you guys like that process a lot easier. I think it'll make it a lot simpler for everybody. And so that's one of the big changes that we've done here as well. Okay. And you can always come back and click on your cart here, and it'll show you what you have in your cart. And you can continue enrollment or start a new enrollment. So we kind of made that flow. So if somebody has to come back to it, they can, because we don't want them to lose them. So that's the new website. So now I'm going to go back really quick. And we are going to log in again. And I'm going to now take you guys through the journey of the back office. So if we go to the Avini back office, it's going to look very similar to what you guys had before, but a lot of cool features. So in your business snapshot, now I don't have data in here, obviously, because it's my test environment. But you're going to be able to see all your commissions, your personal volume, your organizational volume, qualified legs, distributors. But here's what's cool. You see what's current, but you can also see the previous month.
Oh,
So now
nice.
you can compare what's happening. So it's a little bit nicer layout, and everybody loves to see what they did the month prior. So now you guys get that option, which is really cool. Now, right here where it says monthly projected, in this area, you're actually going to see how much you're already making for the month, or your projected amount. It's going to have some stars and a little eye icon. Obviously, this account hasn't made anything, but if they did, it would show what the projected amount was for the month. Okay, which is really cool. So now you guys know exactly what you're making. And then if we come down here, you have your order histories, but you can also see what subscriptions you have. We have all the networking down here, and we have all the rank information. So the same thing that we had before, you can go to see what your current rank is. Let me refresh. And then you click view rank requirements, and it's going to show the requirements. Right now, because I'm sharing, it's not the greatest, but you can see your highest achievement and what your last paid commission rank was as well. So we're giving you more visibility into things that you guys had previously. You'd also be able to quickly see your reward points and then access your e-wallet here as well. Okay. Now we've updated how the visual tree works, and you guys can see. Let me go into here. You can look at the full profile of the person, so you can see their profile, what their business snapshot is, what their rank information, what they've ordered. You can come into these individual ones and kind of see some information. So you can really see some pretty cool stuff. We have a lot of the tools and media, so you guys still have access to all the, the training, the documents that you guys would want to see. We also have all the logos. So for those that need the independent distributor logos, we have all the different versions that you'll need for email, marketing material, and you just click and download that as well. So here's the big change. So when you click shop, it's going to take you to the website again. Okay. All your ordering is going to happen on the same website. So a lot of people didn't like the fact that obviously when there's bundles, the bundles would be in pre-packs. So you have this huge list, right? No longer. Now you have a very nice layout. You know exactly where the products are going to be. A very clean menu as well. You can also change the views. So you can, if you're looking at the views, you can change them. You can show all products. So you can see everything that's in those categories. So there's a lot more options, a lot more things to look at. We do
Michael,
have,
can you answer the question? Someone just texted me and said, when you said the big change to shop inside that site?
yes, so yes, correct. So before, if you were a distributor and you're in your back office, if you click shop, you're going to be taken to another area in your back office to add items to the cart. But it's a different experience than it was for a retail customer that would join the main site. So now when they click shop, everything's going to go to the main site. We call this a front end website. And now you have the same experience as a retail customer. And all your stuff is managed all from here, including your payments. So all your payments that are saved, you can also come in here and check that out. You can edit your information. You can look at all your previous orders is in here as well. You can print out the invoices. So it's very nice. A lot of different things that you can do, but it's all from the front end. You don't have to worry about staying on the back end. Now if we go back and look at the back office, there's a few more things I want to touch on, and then we'll move on to the app really quick. But you'll notice that you guys now have a report center. So now you have reports that you can run, rank reports, downline orders, order history, pay history, volume history, downline activity. All these are all built for you guys to just run. I obviously I don't have a lot of data in this account, so there's not much I can show you, but I would say go and play with these reports and see how they kind of help you. But we built these intentionally for things that you guys have asked for.
Where's the holding tank? Someone asked.
Holding tank, business, team dashboard. I think it's my customers now. I don't have anything in this account, so it wouldn't really show, but it would be somewhere inside this business tools here.
Okay, that's where it was. Yeah, under the business.
So
Do you want to field questions tonight that are coming on the chat? And we have a hand up. How do you want to proceed?
let me just quickly jump into the app and how to log into it so
Okay.
that you guys know, and then I'll take some questions. So when you guys download the new app, the old app will be available until the 30th. After that, it's not going to work. Everything in the old app anyways is hooked into all your old data. So anything that's new orders, you're not going to see that in here, okay? But when you come in here and you sign in to the app for the first time, a lot of people had issues with logins. So now it's very easy. You're going to put your email. So something to note, when you guys before used to log in, you used to use your web alias, right? Or your username. The app uses the email, the website uses your email. You don't have to know what your username is per se. I would just consider your username your email address. Okay, so it's going to be a lot easier for anybody who's looking, how do I get in? So if I come in here, it's going to continue with email. And then it's going to send what they call a magic link. It's going to have a 6-digit code. So you don't even need a password. It's just going to email your app. I'm sorry, it's going to email you a code to your email. And let me get that code really quick. So it's as simple as that, because we had a lot of problems with people who are like, hey, I don't know what the app passcode is. So now there's no guessing. So what I would tell anybody that you're signing up is, obviously the app is free for distributors. So just say, put your email in, you use in the back office. That's all they need to know. Okay. In the email that I sent out, you should be able to see the link directly to download the app. You can also go to the main website /app and you'll get there as well. I'm just waiting for the code since this is an actual email. Give me a second. But while we wait for that, Is there any questions right now?
Okay, we have two hands up. Tony, your hand was up, and then Kathy Rossman's hand was up. So go ahead. Unmute yourselves, please, and you can ask Michael your question. No, Tony, you don't have a question?
Tony Goddard, are you
Your
talking to
hand.
me, honey?
Uh,
I did ask a question in the chat. I asked, can we still use Face ID?
Right now, no. It's once you're logged in for the first time with that 6-digit code, you won't have to log in every single time.
Wow.
Just one time and you're in. The only time that you have to do that is maybe you haven't used the app for a while or you downloaded an update and may ask you.
Is one of the hard things for my mom, who's 85 years old, is having to go to her email and slide back over and copy and paste the codes in. So that's really complicated for her. I have to do it for almost every time. So that may not be easy for everybody, but you know.
Yes, no, I completely understand. But overall, it will make it a lot easier this way. And that's why we only try to do it one time so you don't have to keep doing it over and over and over. But we had so many people confused about what username they used and what password. So this kind of took that problem out of the way. So now, can you guys see my screen still?
Yeah.
You see the app? All right, so this is the app. So when you first log in, you're going to be presented with the video, which is very nicely laid out. Any announcements that we have, getting started on the app. You'll also have access to the front page, but we also have actually turned that into a calendar. And then we have analytics, like how many things have you shared, your daily summaries, who do you have to catch up with? And right now I don't have much in here and I'm going to go into detailed training on this. I just kind of want to give you guys a quick overview. So your recent activity, you can shop directly in here if you're logged into your browser. So instead of you having to go to a different one, you can open in a browser, but you can shop right in the app as well. You can access your back office right in the app as well. So, you just have to log in for the first time. We're working on to where it just logs in automatically. That's kind of stage 2 feature that's going to be coming out. We also have a leaderboard to see who shared the most videos and materials. So you guys can kind of have some fun tracking to see who's actually using the app and who isn't.
Is that company wide or is that team wide?
Company wide.
Okay.
And then you have your share here. And so we have everything laid out very nicely. It's no longer, it gets jumbled up. That doesn't happen anymore. You have all the same materials, but we kind of laid things out a lot nicer, a lot simpler for you. And to share is very easy. You click on the video just like before. You can play the video directly here. You can like it. You can comment on it. You can see the views and you can see the leads that you shared this link to. Right now, we have where you can do actually a general link, because remember, a lot of you guys were like, well, I just want a general link that I can send an email. Well, now you can do it here, or use it for social media, but it's not going to track the individual person or how much they watch the video. It's just going to be a general link to your website and sharing the video. And then you have here your contact smart link, which looks at your contacts. So I'm just going to find somebody here. So if I click Justin here, I can send via text, and then I can send him the video. Now, right now we don't have the blurbs or the like the pre-filled out stuff, because a lot of people just wanted to fill out their own text information anyways. So that's why we kind of went that way. Go home screen.
So it will stay that way, that we put our own blurb in there.
Correct. Yes. If you guys feel that you did like it the other way around, just let me know. And then we can add those in there. But for the most part, everybody wanted to put their own touch, and it was more complicated for them to just send it and re-edit it. So now I want to let you guys know with the app, any of these videos, they don't include your link back to the website. Okay. with the old app, the videos that you shared would have a link, so I'd be able to click to your website and skip the video and go watch or go see the pricing. And sometimes you didn't build enough belief or were given the time to explain the product. So no longer are you going to have that link in the videos. Okay, you'll still be able to track it. So if somebody were to open up that video, they'd still be able to track it, but they're not going to, that person on the receiving end is not going to be able to go directly to your website. But that's why we added a product section. So the product section, once you build the belief and you're ready to go and you want to now actually sell them something, let's say you've topped them up on lemonade. So now you can click here. We're going to add this, show this on your website. We can add this playlist. I'll explain that later. And then let me click on here. You can share the link, share it with the contacts, same way. Just send it to him. And then when they click on this, they'll be able to, I won't click on it right now so I can show you the rest of the app. But they will actually have the link to go purchase this particular product. So now you guys have the option of one, when media, just sending them the media, keeping track of it, and then sending them the products once you built the belief up for them to go to your website and purchase the product. I will go into more detail when I do the official training on how messages work and how you can add groups. You can add a bunch of groups and have team conversations now. So if you guys add your downline, you can send one email or one message and it goes to all your downline. It's really, really cool.
Fabulous.
Yep. And then your contacts, you can import all your contacts. You can bulk delete contacts now. Before, remember, you had to delete one by one. Now you can select a bunch of contacts and get rid of them if you want to. And then you can create all the groups you want, which we'll go into that into more detailed training. So that is kind of the app in the nutshell until I kind of show you some more cool features. I won't get everything in today. But that's really what we're looking at is a lot of the improvements that we have. We're going to continue to improve the app, the website, the back office. For those of you really quick who are looking at your volume snapshot and it's not exact, we're still doing like really fine details and upgrading and moving the data over. So don't freak out about that. It's going to be right. We're in the process of making sure that everything is working right. But we didn't want to keep the website down the entire day. So because we know that you guys need the website. So we launched the website and we're working on the little pieces of the volume to make sure it's exactly accurate. But hopefully you guys are really excited about it. I'm super excited. If I seem a little down right now, it's because I haven't slept in 48
You're
hours.
tired.
I'm super, super happy that this launch did go as well as it did. And it's ready and active. And I promise you I'll be doing training in the next couple days to really show you guys more of the detail behind the app and the website and all that good stuff.
So I have a quick question. I'm reading some of them here. Do we, the app right now, do they delete the app on their phone and reload it? Is that what they do?
So the old app is still up. I would delete the old app if you guys aren't going to use it and load the new app.
Okay.
And in the meantime, until I do training, it's not going to harm you if you guys go in and play with the app. You can't break it. So I would suggest just go in, click around, see what you can do, and just have fun with it.
Can I ask a question?
Well, I'll tell you what, we got some hands up, Joyce. We're going to get to them and then we'll come back to you. Kathy Rossman, you have
Thank
and then Linda,
Sure.
you've had your hand up and then we'll do Joyce.
Okay, so I've got a couple of questions. I did get on my site and switched it out today. And one thing I noticed is that it appears that I now have a new ID number. And when I went in the reports and saw all of my downline, I see everyone has a brand new ID number. Is there any significance to that?
No, there shouldn't be any significance to it. Especially because now we use email for everything. So before distributor number, you'd have to log in. I'll check with our team on that to be 100%, but it shouldn't really be an issue.
Okay, and also is there a new process or is it exactly the same if a person has become a customer and then now they want to become a distributor? Anything different with that?
Nope. The only thing difference is when you go through the enrollment process, you have the auto ships, the additional products, and then the activation packs separate in the flow of how they enroll. Other than that, once they go through that process, they are a distributor.
Okay. And I really do love all of those expanded reports that we have now. They're great. Thank you so much.
Yes, and we'll probably build out some more additional ones. Those were the ones that most people wanted to see. So Joe, on our team took a lot of time and made those custom reports for you guys.
Yes.
Thank you.
And the new system, I had to use my email to log in, not my username. Is that true? Or,
That is true. So now everywhere you log in, it's only your email. You
okay.
don't have to remember your username. You don't have to remember your distributor number. You just use your email.
And so in the process of enrolling, it doesn't ask for a username then?
It does still ask for a username in the process of enrolling because that's how you would, Avini Health / whatever you would like that to be. So you're still going to be asked that question, but you're not going to need to know it to log in.
For me to log in, but I do still give that username to my prospects when they're choosing to enroll.
That is correct. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Kathy. Linda Thurman, you had your hand up, and then we'll go to Joyce. Linda, if you can unmute, please. Linda, you still there?
Don't forget Tony.
She's connecting to audio. Oh,
Okay.
there. Now maybe I can give her a prompt. Go ahead, Linda. There we go.
Linda, go ahead, you're up.
Hit mute.
Okay, I muted her. She is somehow or the other has two devices going or something's happening. There's a lot of
We'll move on. We'll go to Joyce and then we'll go to Tyrell. Tony Aveda, your hand is still up, but when I asked you.
no.
Okay, Joyce, go ahead. You had a question?
Yes, I did about the app. I love the app. And when it said you had an alert and it said, go see this person that you sent something to. And when you got there, they didn't watch anything. So I really just wanted to go and see the ones who watched something. And so is that still going on? I haven't used mine for a while. I think I thought I had broken it.
The account that I have right now doesn't have, I mean, it's not a live account, so it doesn't have many shares.
Mhm.
But typically, once you start sharing, all those fields get filled up, and you can see and track. It'll give you reminders, just kind of like the old app. I'll go into more detail on those on the next
Okay.
training when we have just an app training.
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you. Tyrell, did you have a question? You have a hand up. Unmute, please. While he's unmuting, Michael, we still have those little red bells. I love those little red bells up in the right-hand corner.
Yeah, it's in a little bit different format, but it still allows you to put when you want to follow up with somebody. And if you guys remember on the homepage, there's a catch-up section. It'll put those reminders and catch-up, so it reminds you to follow up with them. And those I'll go into detail as well in the next training.
Okay, Tyrell, you're up.
Are those videos and stuff like are they supposed to be like shareable marketing materials for like online or like social media?
That is correct. Yep.
And then is there a specific, is the CRM, is there a CRM for Avini? Or is it built into like the back office when they like buy products?
It's, well, the app I would consider more of your CRM because you're able to add contacts there and then send videos to them, send articles, testimonials, and that's the way you really keep track of your leads. In the back office, you will have, once they're actually become a distributor or retail customer, that's where you would manage their official, you know, their see all their, how much they're buying, where they're at, what's their rank. But the app is going to be more like your CRM and marketing push.
And then last one, are we able to do, is there a way to do kind of like a drip campaign for like prospects in a way?
Um, Not exactly a drip can. Oh, actually, well, yes. Now we have a playlist. Before the old app did not have playlists. I didn't mention that. That's a big one. So now you can pick, like a lot of people will say, I like the 5-minute video of Rick. And then I want to do Journey to Health. Well, now you can build a playlist. So it sends them the first one. And then when they see that one, now you can send the second one. And then let's say you want to do documentation or research paper, then that could be your third playlist. So now you guys do have playlists. So I encourage you guys to play around with that. Let me know what you guys think about it, but I think it's pretty sharp now.
That's
Awesome.
powerful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tyrell, for your questions. Larry, and then Hannah, we're going to take you as the last question. Okay, so Larry, you want to unmute, please? And then Hannah.
Yeah, you have me?
Yes,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Okay, I like that idea about the playlist. It's kind of like a contact manager. But Linda texted me and she wanted to ask Michael if the website will have the ability to track people that go to the website, not the app, but the website.
That's probably a future thing that we're working on. I think they're doing some analytics behind that and maybe a report around that, but to get this phase 1 launch, not yet. But we'll work on that, and that's how we kind of implement to the app first to keep
Okay.
track of more of that. But that's something that I got on my list to do.
Okay, and one more question. Any of the links that are on the previous app that are sent out after the new app goes into place, will we be able to track the old links?
So you're going to be able to track the old links for a week, till the end of the month. And see what's going on with them. They not move into the new app. The only thing that's moving to the new app is going to be your contacts that you had in the previous app. So if you entered a bunch of manual contacts, those do move over. The link or the history of what that particular link did, you may not have, but all your notes and stuff should move over.
Okay, thank you.
Great. All right.
Hey.
Thank you, Larry. Hannah Stringer.
Yeah,
you'll be the
Michael, I have Microsoft Exchange, and I noticed that you had it. And somehow I've got duplicate amount the number of my contacts. And I'm afraid that it's going to download them again as duplicates. Now, will this be able to take care of that, or am I going to have an issue? And at some point, if we ever need to, can we delete what's in our contacts and put it back in, or should I talk with?
So it's a much better contact manager. You want to be you want to be careful if you have like Exchange and you have mail and they're the same email address, because that's where you're getting duplicates. But you should be able to just pick one of them instead and then grab that list. But we do have bulk delete now. So before, when you imported contacts, you had to delete one by one. Now you can select a bunch of them and delete them all.
Okay, so should I maybe wait until I see you? Because I was trying to figure out I wasn't sure which one it was going to be downloading. So
I'll be there in August.
okay, I'll be there. I'll be there.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right. He'll be in August. He'll be at the summit in August, as I hope all of you will. Tony Beta, if you can come back just a moment. we're going over the hour. So, but I want to give Tony the opportunity to leave us. We always let our guests leave us with some wisdom and closing remarks. So we wanted to have you come back for a few minutes. And Michael, thank you for being with us. We should watch our emails for the trainings, right, Michael? For the dates will be in our emails.
Watch our emails for the training. Please be patient with us. Our team has literally been up to 48 hours and we've been working on this for a long time. So if you guys have questions, email support, we will get back to you. We may be a little bit busy these next 2 days, but trust me, we're going to help you the best that we can.
Well, we're grateful, Michael. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. Go take
Thank
a nap.
you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
All right. Bye, Michael. Tony Aveda.
Yes, ma'am. Hi there.
Would,
Okay.
give us our closing remarks. Chip usually does it, but let's have you come on before Chip does. But we're gonna go ahead.
All right. I just want to share with you guys. I encourage everyone to stay enthusiastic, even when no one is looking. Okay, times can go up and go down. Just keep your spirits up. Don't give up. Just stay the course. And also, this would be a great time, even though this is a challenging reset. I think this is a great time to, when you're helping your team, when you're helping one another, look at where they're at. We're coming up on 7 days near the end of the month. And my theme for today was supposed to be, how do we close out the month successfully? Like, how do you make your next goal so when we go to summit, you're a new rank, right? A new level. I really think this is an opportunity, since we have to go into our back offices anyways, see where they're at, and then offer them the 20% discount on packet samples. What a great opportunity. I can't wait to grab more hydration plus or plus hydration samples at that 20% off price at the end of the month. This could take you to your next level. This could get your team to your next level. Grab that 7% and 5% from your teammates, okay? And help them do the same. Help them get to the next level. Make silvers. Make yourself diamond by making silvers.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you so much
Absolutely.
for being with us tonight. Really, really appreciate your time and your efforts to join us. So Chip, you're up. Close us out tonight, please.
Well, I would just like to welcome everyone. We have 72, which may be a new record on Avini Vibes. And we do this every Thursday. It's always great. And so I invite you back if you would like to come back. I came once and I've come every time since then, because I really have enjoyed this group and watching it grow. Michael Pollock, we have new situational awareness, and we have a clean, intuitive progression that most people would recognize from other things that they might be purchasing. I thought that was kind of the big piece of the message. From Tony, I really love the part about listening for the clicks as she's turning the dial, you know, to open the safe of a person's mind to see if they're getting it. Tick, 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 click. Oh, I got that. Tick, 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 click. And we want them to get it. And the last thing that I wanted to say about what Tony said was she bit on the comp plan with the syrup on it. That's all I got.
All right. Thank you, Chip. Listen, everyone, we're grateful again that you're here. Thank you for being with us, Tony, as a speaker. And thank you, guests. Get with the person who invited you tonight. And remember, this is serious stuff. Although we have so much fun, this is serious at Avini Health. Best company on planet Earth. As Eddie says, best cell defender and detoxolite and products, and best leadership. So see you all next week, and we'll see you at conference as well. Get your tickets, okay? It's coming up soon. Good night, everybody. And choose our guests next week. So be sure to be on and bring a guest. The master of sharing. Good night, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Good night.